Once upon a time, there was a young man named Koji who was seeking enlightenment. He had heard of a wise Zen master who lived in a remote temple on the top of a mountain. Koji decided to embark on a journey to meet the master and learn the path of mindfulness. After a long and arduous journey, Koji finally arrived at the temple. He was greeted by the master, who welcomed him with a warm smile. Koji asked the master to teach him the path of mindfulness. The master replied, "The path of mindfulness is like a river. It flows continuously, and you must learn to flow with it. You must be present in every moment and observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment." Koji was confused. "But how do I do that?" he asked. The master replied, "You must learn to meditate. Sit in silence and observe your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This is the practice of mindfulness." Koji began to practice meditation every day. At first it was difficult. His mind was constantly wandering, and he found it hard to focus on his breath. But with time and practice, he began to develop a sense of calm and clarity. One day, Koji was walking in the forest when he saw a beautiful butterfly. He was so captivated by its beauty that he followed it, forgetting all about his mindfulness practice. Suddenly, he stumbled and fell into a ditch. As he lay there, he realized that he had lost his focus and had not been present in the moment. He remembered the master's words and began to observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment. He slowly got up and continued on his journey. Koji continued to practice mindfulness, and he began to see the world in a new light. He noticed the beauty in everything around him, and he felt a sense of peace and contentment. One day, Koji returned to the temple to thank the master for teaching him the path of mindfulness. The master smiled and said, "Remember, the path of mindfulness is a lifelong journey. It requires constant practice and dedication. But if you stay on the path, you will find true enlightenment." As Koji walked down the path towards his home, he reflected on his journey so far. He remembered the times when he had struggled to stay focused during meditation, and the moments when he had felt like giving up. But he also remembered the sense of peace and clarity that came with each small step forward. Koji knew that the path of mindfulness was not a quick fix or a magic solution, but a gradual process of transformation. And he was ready to embrace it, one breath at a time. Koji bowed to the master and left the temple, feeling grateful for the wisdom he had gained. He knew that the path of mindfulness was not an easy one, but he was determined to stay on it and continue his journey towards enlightenment.